Welcome back, everybody, to the Cinema Culture Club podcast. I'm kiingjesss. To my left is OMGJulio, and to my right is CCCMark, otherwise known as Boyo. And Peter Parker, unlike the MCU, we have not forgotten you, but neither has the real world because you have made $1 billion. You are the #1 movie in America. But to tell us a little bit more about that news, Julio, why don't you kick us off? Tell us about what the movies have been doing in theaters.
Oh my God! First of all, $1 billion in under a week, man. Just let that sink in, man. Like $1 billion. Couple other Billy Club. First, let's talk about the Billy Club members who are already there.
2026.
2026. Super Mario Galaxy.
Mm-hmm.
Toy Story 5.
Mm-hmm.
That was it. That
Really?
remember? Well, before because then the Odyssey was July. So
I
remember.
Yes.
Odyssey. Spider-Man: Brand New Day. And I think that's it. That's
Michael.
Michael.
Michael,
Okay. Five. So five.
Billy?
And we're still expecting a Billy later this year for
Doomsday?
Times 3.
Dune?
Dune 3.
Oh, Dune. That's it.
The Hunger Games and Jumanji?
Nah, Jumanji, hell no.
No?
It's never crossed the Billy,
Nah,
but
and
it's been up in the 900s
Okay.
all 3 times, I think.
See, you can't
All
knock
3
it.
times?
You can't
The
knock it.
Rock and Kevin Hart ones. I don't know.
Yeah.
Like, it's been up in the 900s, I want to say.
They've all been Kevin
That
Hart.
trailer looked garbage.
Not the 90s.
Yeah.
And then the Hunger Games, Hunger Games is up there, man. It could. I don't know. I'm not
Okay, let's count, even with the Hunger Games, that is what, 9 movies that potentially by the end of the year will cross to the Billy Club?
Mm-hmm.
Remember that they told you that theaters were dead. Remember that they tried to tell you cinema was no more. They tried to keep you guys home is what happened. Because 9 movies at a Billy? Nah, don't even fucking play with me. Netflix, scoot over, brother. There's no reason for us not to be going to movie theaters, and we just proved it.
They, not us.
Yeah, we're there. Like I said, Rigo, sponsor me. 25 movies in the movie theater. Come on now.
We'll see, man. But yes, like I said, Spider-Man: Brand New Day did it in under a week. Actually, not. Look, man, we're not comparing because Nolan only drops once every so often. But the Odyssey was out for 2 weeks, and Spider-Man caught it and overtook it in its first weekend.
I'm pretty sure it made the billion before the Odyssey did.
And before but even before that, in the opening weekend, Spider-Man caught the Odyssey and passed it. So like.
It just goes to show that the name Spider-Man carries more weight than Nolan still.
Honestly, I'm still trying
Well,
to
yeah,
get some
Spider-Man was around before Nolan. Spider-Man will be around long after Nolan. Like movie directing isn't like it's like a Jedi Padawan situation. It's not like Nolan's like bringing up some young. If you're interested, Nolan, I got a nephew, man. I'm telling you. But like, it's not like Nolan's bringing up some young director and is like teaching him the way. So like, once Nolan's gone. That's it. What are we getting? Like, what?
Nolan's hearing this right now, and he's going, Marvel, give me a Spider-Man movie. I want a Spider-Man movie tomorrow.
And so, like, Spider-Man is going to be a household name long after. Hell, Spider-Man with the Spider-Verse series is going to have 2 concurrent series pulling $1 billion each time. Who else has done that? Who does that? 2 series running at the same time, and each one's pulling $1 billion each time? Out of here with that, man. And that's before we even get into the merch.
Well,
like, look, man. I love the Odyssey. Don't get me wrong, but the only merch we can buy is what? A popcorn holder?
And then the overpriced Cactus Jack merch.
Yeah, you want to talk about Spider-Man merch? Like, come on, like it just lends itself better to money making in general. So like, look, man, love. July's been the best movie month so far, I think.
July, yeah.
July.
Oh yeah, for sure.
It's the same month that Minions and Monsters came out also, and that's making money, and it's not gonna make a Billy, but it's making money.
Minions, Monsters, Odyssey, Spider-Man. Oh, that's crazy. That's a crazy run. But like in general, this year for movies has been absolutely insane, and it looks like next year is starting to shape up exactly the same. So maybe not as epic with the titles that we had this year, but still shaping up to be a great year next year.
Yeah, but when we look back on 2026, we're gonna say July. That's the month.
The invite was also this month.
The invite, invitation or the invite?
The invite.
No, I think it's the invitation. The invite's the vampire one with.
No, it's the invite. It's the invite.
So what is the one with Natalie Emanuel from Game of Thrones, where she's a vampire? She marries the vampire guy. I thought that was the invite.
Oh, I know which one you're talking about.
Yeah.
Isn't that the invitation?
Okay. We're gonna look it up between takes. No, yeah, we're gonna look it up between takes, and you'll see it up here somewhere. Yeah, because I know one of them is the invite and one of them is the invitation.
Well, he just recently went to go see the invite, so I would imagine he knows which one it is.
All right.
No,
And then was
so-
Backrooms also July or was that June? That was June.
No,
Never
that's
mind. So, but July, yeah. What do you got for us, Mark?
Oh, I was just excited about some Doomsday news that we got.
Oh yeah, what Doomsday News?
You know how they released the 3 Liberian witches at San Diego Comic Con?
Yeah.
Each day they changed the color of her dress or whatever. They released a new picture of those 3 witches and a man like in a Doom suit. I don't know if you guys have seen that picture.
Oh no,
Let me see if I
Like
can-
the green with the.
that's it.
But by the way,
These ones.
Avengers Doomsday still up for grabs in the fantasy
Ooh.
box
What do
office.
you think that
league.
is? Have you seen this
I
picture?
don't know.
Have you seen the
who that
witches,
can be.
Julio?
No, I haven't seen
So
it.
at San Diego
Witches.
Comic Con, they decided to do their Marvel stuff, and they put a couple costumes on display. And they had one Liberian witch, right?
Yeah,
Costume there the first day, and it was a certain color. I think it was the green one,
green
right?
first.
And then it turned into
The red or
the red
orange
one,
or
yellow, yeah, something like that. And there was three different colors, 3 different dresses, and we have pieced it that it's going to be Doom's 3 witches.
Yeah.
But now to the images, and I'll put them up. The images that Mark showed us, there seems to be another man, but it doesn't really seem like it's Doom. He kind of looks like
My first thought was that the Doombot,
a Doombot. Oh, that
Doombot.
could be, yeah.
but then also it could be Doctor Strange.
He almost looks like the guy from Civil War at the
Well,
beginning of the movie.
Crossbones?
Crossbones. He almost looks like
Yes.
Crossbones.
That's the thing you got to remember too. The Marvel movies no longer run in Marvel. It's like the year 2028, I think, or like 2029.
Yeah, no, I
So,
come on to that.
And technically, Doctor Strange hasn't been seen on Earth since.
Since his end
Multiverse.
credits scene. Remember his end credits scene when it was Clea picking him up, saying like, "We
Yeah,
got some incursions to stop or whatever."
yeah. But so
That's the last
technically,
time I
that
saw him.
was like 4 years ago in the MCU.
Yeah.
So we
Because
don't know
4
where
years
he's-
jumped in Spider-Man Brand New Day.
Yeah,
So,
that's for the 4-year time.
so first of all, we had a 5-year time jump between Infinity War and Endgame,
Mhm.
and now Spider-Man gave us another 4-year one. So like the MCU is just
Once you add time
Okay.
travel, the timelines just get confusing.
But I also, and I've actually brought this up to you while we were talking personally, but I think, at least I would assume that the reason we haven't gotten Doctor Strange for a bit now is that's the way that they're going to introduce him for Secret Wars. Because we all know within the comic books in Secret Wars, Doctor Strange is Doom's right-hand man from, at the start. I don't see where within our Marvel timeline before Multiverse of Madness we can connect them to make that possible on screen, right off the bat. But now because he's gone and he popped open the third eye, I feel like that gives them an easy way to be like, this is why he's on his side. This is why he's not, on the side of good. But I can be reaching for on that aspect,
talk about spoilers for comics that have been out since we were kids, man. you know, most of these people ain't reading the books, man.
I'm sorry,
I know
but I mean,
Well,
Come on, man.
you said his right hand man. I always understood it just Doctor Strange was his lackey, but I guess his lackey's his right hand man. I thought it was just his lackey. Right hand man. Right hand man gives like this little extra prestige that I never thought was
Anytime
there. But
Doom, he needed to do something or he needed something done, he would go to Doctor Strange. So that's why I would say like he's kind of his right hand man within the Battle World scenario.
But yeah, so like,
but I think that's the connection. I think that he's
Yeah.
gone and he's missing and he's technically evil.
yeah.
So we could bring him back in that
But-
direction for Secret Wars.
But yeah, so be prepared for that, people. Like, and I think any avid, even just a movie watcher, should already know. Anytime you see Doctor Strange, you're seeing someone flip because you saw Wanda Maximoff, who you thought was a good guy, then she flipped in Multiverse of Madness, and now you're gonna see Doctor Strange, who you think's a good guy, and he's gonna flip. So anytime you see Doctor Strange, it's just expect someone's flipping, man. That's like your cue there. Like, look, these movies are great. Writers ain't that clever, okay? They're not. This isn't the highest level writing here. It doesn't have to be. It doesn't have to be, but yeah, anytime you see Doctor Strange, just know someone's switching teams, man.
Yeah, that news that just broke today, it was exciting to me. I was like, who is this guy? 'Cause it can't be Doom.
No, I
My
don't
first thought was
think
either
so.
a Doombot or Doctor Strange.
Ooh, Doctor Strange, that'd be different. I think it's a Doombot though. I think you're hitting it on the head with that one. It kind of seems like I said, he looks like Crossbones a little bit, just like all matted black. No, none of the white, but he does look cool. I do have a question for you, Mark, though, since you're like the more knowledgeable one in comic books. Who do you think the 3 witches are going to be for Doom within the movie?
That's pretty hard. For sure, since I think Doctor Strange is one of them, I think Wanda is one of them too.
Okay.
Wanda, okay, that's one. That's a good
Just
one.
to be alive. And one of the other colors was purple, and Clea, the girl that took Doctor Strange, they're married in the comics. That's his wife. her powers are also purple, and she wears purple, so she can be the purple one.
Sorry, Rachel McAdams. Sorry about that. I don't even know what her character's name is. What's Rachel McAdams' character's name?
Doctor.
Oh yeah, that's right. She's a doctor also.
Yeah.
Okay. And then what about the third one? Because I got a theory on the third one at least. That's just me though.
Yeah, the third one I don't know. It could be anything. It could be.
I'll tell you who I think it is. Well, because remember, I think of the problem from a movie making standpoint, right? And I'm like, look, man, you had Tilda Swinton in these MCU movies. Mm-hmm. You probably still have some rights to her, man. Use her. She was the Sorcerer Supreme before Doctor Strange. This is the multiverse. Why wouldn't it be a good idea for Doom to go find someone who has experience as a Sorcerer Supreme? And I mean, it's movie making. Mm-hmm. You're not going to call Tilda Swinton? What director wouldn't?
Yeah.
Now, I could be totally wrong, but I'm just thinking of it from a movie making perspective, and I'm like, hey, man, any excuse to call Tilda Swinton is a good one. That's just me, though. That's how I look at it. I know it probably doesn't fit anything. Well, because you already got Doctor Strange, I get it, but like, I know it doesn't fit anything from the comics, but the MCU movie verse and the comics are like, two different things, and that's how I would play it.
Well, they're witches, so they gotta know magic. So
yeah, that's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. That's how I would play it for the movies, but I know nothing in the comics supports that. But for movie making sake,
I could see that. Do you have any ideas who that third witch would be? My guess is it would be the one wearing green.
The one wearing green? No.
I would assume the red one is Scarlet Witch and the purple one is Clea.
I think I'm not really sure because I don't know. Like, can we be pulling other people from like a multiverse? Like in the comic books again, someone that's really close to Doom is like another version of Sue Storm, right? Mm-hmm. Like, can it be Sue Storm in one of them, and that's why the Richards kid went up to him in that post-credit scene and kind of felt familiar. Mm-hmm. Could it be maybe her dressed up, or even for the purple? I thought maybe an alternate universe Agatha, maybe.
Nobody talked about Agatha or Billy.
I didn't watch that show.
Or Billy. That's one thing that I told Polly. I was like, you need to watch the show, bro, because honestly, I love how they did Wiccan and that, and I feel like Wiccan would be a great like insert into Secret Wars.
It's really good. Agatha all along was good.
Yeah, I gotta watch it. And I heard they were adding Tommy to the Vision Quest show.
Oh, okay.
Both of their
kids. That's still happening?
That's the Speedster. Yeah, that's still happening. Yeah. I mean, we're still getting news about that.
It's been a while. That's why
they've like announced basically like all the like little AI voices like Jarvis and Edith, Friday, they're all coming back, and also Ultron is coming back. So I'm kind of excited for that one. I'm excited to see Ultron again.
Yeah, I think you told me about the Ultron stuff, and I was kind of shocked. I was like, damn, I mess with that. Like having Ultron and Vision, go at it one more time. Like, I think that'll be pretty sick. And now we have like that white Vision, the white with the blue. So I don't know what his powers are. I'm not too that
colorless one. Yeah.
I'm not too like familiar with that Vision, but it looks like it's gonna be sick. Bro. I'm excited for Vision Quest for sure.
Bro, that white Vision is just an excuse to cut on production. They're like, hey, you know what? Just find a reason for us not to color him, man. Screw it. Like, can't do it anymore. I can't do it anymore. I'm tired.
Yeah. Is that all the news we have?
You all the Marvel news?
Yeah.
No, we're not doing this, man.
No, you're talking about the X-Men 97?
Nah.
X-Men 97 finale?
Not letting them get away with it. Not letting them get away with it.
Because we cast Cyclops. I think we cast Rogue, right?
Nah, they're not getting away with it.
Emma Frost?
They're not getting away with it, man.
Emma Frost is the highlight of that.
They're not getting away with it. Wonder Man got canceled.
Yeah,
I told you.
It's because of people like you.
It's because of people like you.
No. I said
didn't show up in support.
I did. I watched all 8 episodes, and then I said I didn't like it. No. I showed up. I tried to support, and I just couldn't. Okay, man. Like I told you guys, it didn't hit the way it was supposed to. Something was off, and it sucks. Like for the Trevor Slattery character, being on Wonder Man's a downgrade. Trevor Slattery's been in Iron Man 3. He's been in Shang-Chi. Then he was in Wonder Man. One of those is not like the rest.
He was a comedic relief in all 3 of those.
He had a huge part in Wonder Man.
I feel like he was hilarious. In Shang-Chi, he was hilarious.
In Shang-Chi, he was really good in Shang-Chi. But like for the Trevor Slattery character, even being on Wonder Man was a downgrade, man. Like
I have to disagree with
that. Look, man, the show got canceled because it wasn't good. Okay, you don't have to wonder, man. Why? You know why I did cancel? Because it wasn't worthy.
That's why
Wonder Man got canceled, okay?
Nah, I got canceled because you
Nah.
were talking shit.
I'm talking shit.
And Marvel's like, you know what? Just because Julio didn't like it, we're gonna go ahead and cancel it.
Bro, if I could influence what Marvel does, man, you think I'd waste my influence getting Wonder Man canceled? Although I will say though, they did say they're gonna continue with the character.
Yeah,
So,
that's where I'm a little confused.
I don't know what that
because,
means.
Like,
He'll come out in Secret Wars.
they did say they were like the show is canceled, but they didn't necessarily said that the character was no longer going to return.
Yeah.
But at the same time, and this is why I'm confused, the actor that plays Wonder Man is going nuts on social media and just like complaining about the whole thing.
Yeah, I mean,
if you're trying to keep your
wouldn't?
job or
Yeah,
your character, I don't think you should be doing that kind of thing.
who wouldn't?
So like, is he returning or is he not? Did he get the axe?
He did everything he was supposed to. If I was him, I'd do the same thing because I bet you he knew. I bet you he knew reading the script like, hey, no one's gonna like this character, and Marvel was no, just do it. I bet you he knew. So yeah, he has every right to complain because if I was him and I did everything Marvel asked me to, even if I thought it was a bad idea, and then to have this happen, I'd do exactly what he's doing right now. I bet you he knew, just even reading that script, I bet you he knew that something was off, but he listened to the executive producers above him who were just like, no, just trust it. Just trust it. And look where it got him.
Okay.
That's what I think, at least.
Okay.
Never met the guy. I don't think I'm liking myself to ever meeting him anyways.
I don't know. I feel like the way that he's acting online, he definitely loved the character. He liked what he did, or whatever. He fell in love with the role. It seems like, and it just kind of sucks that, like, you know, like I said, I don't know if they axed him and that's why he's reacting like this, or if it's something where like it's still unknown if he's coming back or not. But it just sucks that Wonder Man's getting canceled because we enjoyed it. Like, we honestly, there's a couple of us that definitely fucking enjoyed it.
I never said it was bad. I just said I didn't like it.
No.
I said it. Technically speaking, it was up there. Everything was made good. I just didn't like it. But no, we'll see. I mean, it'd be messed up if they're only keeping them to spring Trevor Slattery character. And then because, you know, that's where he is.
Once we get him back,
Trevor Slattery is with Wonder Man.
I think he could hop around. He started with Iron Man, somehow got with Shang-Chi.
Well, yeah, but right now he's
make his way around.
He's Trevor Slattery.
He's the wrong killings of the MCU, dude. He's the hard truth. He just goes where the money's at.
Maybe he's the guy under the mask that Doom
He's the Doom bot.
There's a multiverse out there where Trevor Slattery knows magic. Okay,
the actual Mandarin.
I'll give it to you.
He's got his 10 rings.
All right, boys. Let's.
I was just gonna say that I'm still hoping that it just got canceled because the director might be too busy. So maybe it's just canceled for now and it can come back. You know, because Destin Daniel Cretton, he directed the Spider-Man movie and he might direct the second one. And have you guys heard he's directing a Naruto movie?
Naruto live action, yeah. Actually, he said
why that poster was in the back of that.
That makes sense now.
He said the Spider-Man is on the back burner for him right now because it's Naruto.
It should come out 2027, I think, next year.
It.
So
it's gonna be live action.
Yeah, I don't know how to feel about that. It's tough. Anime live action. How do you guys feel about that?
I mean,
I think I know how you guys feel, but
I think it's a little hard when you get into characters like a Naruto because Naruto is like his dress, like his the whiskers, like it's all very like that wouldn't translate too well within a live action. You know, at that point, you're like kind of tiptoeing on the cat's live action.
At what stage is he directing Naruto?
I would hope the beginning.
Are they okay?
Like no Shippuden. I would hope
but at the beginning of the academy and everything.
Yeah, like the tuning exam.
And all right. And who all is gonna be there?
Like Zabuza or like what other character?
Yeah, like who all?
Like, hopefully Zabuza's in there.
Is Shikamaru there?
Shikamaru? Yeah, probably.
That's all I care about. I'm in. That's all I want, man.
He's like, you're just not saying the name that I want.
That's all I want, man. That's my favorite Naruto character. That's all I need.
Who do you guys want to play Rock Lee? Because that's my favorite character.
Damn, like, it's got to be somebody. It's got to be somebody funny, man.
He's like Nightwing level uncastable.
No, you bet. But look,
yeah, honestly,
I mean, it's got to be somebody funny. I know that much. That's about all I know.
Will Byers.
He's got the cut down.
Will Byers.
I don't know. We'll get there.
I don't know.
But yeah,
we'll have to definitely like come back to that as like a fan casting episode because we were just talking about this the other day. Who would play like a great Nightcrawler, you know? And like we were bouncing back and forth. Like it's just hard. It's hard. Even with the Castman X-Men casting that we've seen recently.
Comic
me and him have gone back.
Yeah.
So years. No. So European and German. They're not gonna Americanize them, right? Okay,
yeah.
That's tough, man.
I mean, I've told this to Boy before. I feel like if the actor is good, And if in this instance, right, it's a comic book, it's a superhero, it's not too much grounded in reality. If the actor's good and they're willing to, and I mean like willing to go and do the groundwork, the homework, be in I'll give the example for Miles. Go be in a borough, go be in the Bronx, like do your research. Even if you're not Latino, if you do your research and you can portray that on screen, if you can make those people proud, I feel like that's the exception of when you don't have to go straight typecast.
So a comic accurate Nightcrawler to me being all Eastern European and everything. Now, all these kids have aged out of it, but there used to be a show on FX. It was called The Americans. It's about Russian spies, and they used kids as spies. And all the kids on that show had really good like Russian Americanized accents. I was like, man, so whoever worked with those kids on that show, if you don't get an actual like European person to be Nightcrawler, they got to work with whoever does so that he can sound like the way I imagine Nightcrawler to sound, being all. That's a whole other thing, though. We'll get into that. Fan casting.
Yeah, but that's my reason. I'm hoping that.
Put it on the list of ideas.
I'm still hoping we see Wonder Man in the future.
Yeah, same.
I'm just hoping it's just because the director's busy.
I mean, I want to see him when Doom walks in and sees. I want to see Doom walk in and be like, all right.
Snap his neck, take his powers.
That guy an actor?
Oh, shit.
Costume films.
Oh, shit.
I want to see Doom recognize him from his universe and be like, aren't you the guy in those crappy movies? Weren't you? No. Actually, in Doom's universe, Wonder Man was the main character of American Horror Story. He was like weren't you in American? Role? Yeah, no. He didn't just get the role. He was the main character for all seasons of the show. It was him. And dude, that's what I want. I want Doom to just walk in and be like, American Horror Story. Yeah. And just not care.
And then he takes his powers and kills him.
That's what I was gonna say. I was like, do you want him to be the Doom sacrifice?
Well, Doom won't know he has powers.
Doom needs to be.
Remember, in Doom's universe, he's on American Horror Story. Why would he think he has powers?
Doom needs to solidify his viciousness right off the bat, right? And like when we first saw the trailer, I even told Boyo when he grabs Stormbreaker, I would hope that Marvel would have the balls to make him pop like a cherry, like overload him and pop like a cherry and show that viciousness that Doom actually has. But in that sense, maybe Wonder Man could be that sacrifice. Maybe that's how they get rid of Simon Williams, and then Doom just pops him like a cherry to show that his strength is there.
I think it's gonna be Groot.
Groot?
Because he could just break Groot, and then he doesn't know that Groot can live through that. So it's like,
that's
still the MCU, man. We're not about to. You can't, But like, I think he's gonna get Groot and just
turn into a Batman and smoke him.
No, he's gonna bane Batman in. He's a branch that works.
In the Mortal Kombat X-ray, just lineages of trees, just. All right, boys. Well, we finally got to see what I already said was the #1 movie in America for the weekend that it came out, if not still now. But finally, our most anticipated film of probably the summer, I would say, Spider-Man: Brand New Day. Last week, we were able to give you guys a hype meter and a hype index, and I want to go over that because some of the stuff that we actually wanted and some of the stuff that we didn't came to fruition or didn't, and I just want to go over that. First off, let's go off by giving off, again, our hype meter from last week. I think all of us were at a 10.
10.
We're all at a 10.
I had a 10.
One of the things that I didn't want to see was, bigger names that are going to be popping up in Doomsday and Secret Wars, and that's something that we really didn't get to see. Besides people like Hulk and maybe Punisher, and of course Jean Grey, But at the time we didn't really know who Sadie Sink was. We kind of just figured she was Jean. But none of that happened, I was very happy. This was the self-contained Spider-Man film that we were asking for more. So, on some of the things that you guys wanted to see, you guys didn't want to see. What were some of the things that?
I think I said I wanted to see Daredevil. That didn't happen.
That did not happen.
I said I didn't want MJ to get back with Spider-Man, and that did happen.
No, it didn't happen. You didn't get back with Spider-Man.
No, I said I didn't want them to get back.
Okay, so you're good on that.
Yeah, sure, good.
I think that was all that I said. In that.
What about you, Julio?
No, I think I also said I didn't want to see the bigger names like leave this project alone, and for the most part they did. It's about as self-contained as a Spider-Man. Well, Yelena's not a bigger name.
No. That's small potato.
She tried to play like she was a. We'll get to that. She tried to play like she was a bigger name. We're gonna get to that. Hang on. But I didn't want to see bigger names, and we for the most part didn't. And I said I wanted to see some great spider action, and we did, because my favorite scene was like some spider action. Yeah. So
I said I wanted to see some web swinging, and I didn't get that.
You really didn't get to see. Well, no, you got.
He was like swinging, like when he was like in the beginning fighting the tank. That scene was cool, but like every time he started swinging, they just cut frame.
Yeah, that's something I even brought up to you. Like I asked you, like after that, how do you like the swinging scenes? And you're like, which swinging scenes? And I was like, well, the ones at the beginning. But then the ones at the beginning were everything we saw on social media that they were like filming in public. Like none of them.
And all those shots when he was swinging, he was looking kind of weird. Those didn't make the cut.
Wait, you didn't. You didn't like it when it was raining and he was crying?
Oh, yeah, that was it. When he just saw
Spider-Man was he was really in a sunken place right there, man. He was
macking it with some dude.
Bro.
He was one of the guy.
No, that dude is that dude is from Ahsoka. He's the live action Ezra Bridger.
Oh, no way.
Yeah, that's the same actor.
Sick.
You don't recognize him on Earth. That's your problem. You don't recognize him on Earth. That's the same actor.
I don't recognize him because I only watched Ahsoka.
Now here's the thing.
That was good for me.
I didn't really like him as a live action Ezra Bridger. Mm-hmm. And now he's MJ's boy. I don't like anything he does. Yeah. I don't like anything this guy does.
Ezra's the one from Rebels, right?
Yeah, he was the Padawan on Rebels, and then
I didn't like him in Rebels. So
I never liked Ezra Bridger in Rebels. I hated that character. I hated that
Star Wars character.
I hated that character in Rebels. I liked everyone else except Ezra. But no, that's the same actor. That's live action Ezra Bridger. He's Mary Jane's boyfriend.
I can see that he does kind of look like him.
And or you didn't like when he's swinging Mary Jane back home in silence. And then the fact that he's carrying her, so he has to one-handed. Yeah. he has to one-handed because he has to carry her.
You felt the emotion.
You felt the anger. He was
Nah, she's wrong. She's wrong for even asking.
Thought he was gonna.
She said, I'll see myself out.
Peter should have said, "Here's some cash fare."
He's broke. He got no money. I'm gonna give her cash fare if you wanted. Yeah. You see, his diet consists of Little Caesar's pizza.
God damn it! All right.
He buys flowers for every day. How does he afford those?
I know, right?
His biggest.
Where does he work? How does he pay rent?
His biggest expenditure
he's
is
selling photos. So what's he doing?
I'm sure he was in Iron Man's will.
Peter Parker probably.
Peter Parker.
No, yeah, but here's the thing: the world just
took everything out.
The world just has to forget who Peter Parker was, but the lawyer never knew who Peter Parker was in the first place. It's just a name on the will to him. No, the state lawyer.
You're right. Where is he getting his money? Because he not only moved once, he moved twice in this fucking movie.
No. He was in the same building as he just wanted a different floor.
He moved though. You think it's free moving from one to another? You're gonna fucking charge you.
But that apartment was worse. He probably paid less.
Before
he fixed it, where did he get the money for fixing it? Where did he get the money for 6 monitors?
Well, we know from Homecoming he's a dumpster diver.
Yeah, he had good monitors.
Those were good monitors.
Those good monitors.
I'm pretty sure with those
type of things. Good monitors in the trash?
No, okay, look, not for nothing, but I'm pretty sure he still knows how to get into Stark Towers and
and
get tech.
Of course.
And get tech. His introduction in Spider-Man Homecoming when he's coming, in Civil War when he's going into
he found a DVD player.
With his brand new DVD player. That shit was broken and he fixed it.
That's a DVD player, not a monitor.
You don't think Spider-Man can fix a couple monitors?
No. But what I'm saying,
I think we're saying that they're just expensive monitors.
Look, he probably
just threw away because they were broken.
No, he probably already had the money from Tony's will. And
I don't think so because of the blip, bro. He was dead for 5 years.
Yeah, and he died after the blip.
I don't think Tony built a time machine and let me rewrite a new will.
Jog my memory. The machine that he was using, right? So
the 3D printer.
Oh, was it a 3D
No, that's what it looked like to me. I don't know if that's what it was.
Was that the same one that Happy Hogan had in his apartment? Because if he had that, then I guess they're just making shit, right? Yeah. You can make monitors. But I don't know. I mean, the suit at one point, when he was having his meltdown, the suit was like printing and it was like melting and shit. Like it was so it's not your regular like 3D printer. It's definitely something else. But I don't know if that's the exact same one that they had in
Home. No. I think it's the same one from Far From Home because he made a suit on the airplane. Remember with Happy? And
Yeah,
Far
that's
From
what I'm
Home?
saying.
So it's
That
that machine probably, or like another one.
Or
Like
probably built one.
Yeah.
Out of a box of scraps because he's Spider-Man and he can't.
Yeah, like I bet you
he can fucking build stuff.
I bet you he knows where all those messed up Ultron bots are. And he just goes and picks them up.
The shit that's
making tech.
The shit that the Vultures company was picking
Oh
up.
yeah, that's true. Yeah, that's what
I mean, he knows, but honestly, my best explanation is he got paid once Tony Stark died, and the money was already his, and the world just forgot who Peter Parker was, but they can't take away the money he already had, like in his whatever.
Yeah,
so, and he was look, man, like in the first 5 minutes, they showed Little Caesars pizza boxes like 4 times.
Oh yeah, no.
And I was like, all right, and then after that, they didn't really show it at all.
Is that because he's broke?
No, that's because he's spending all his money on tech. Those first web slingers he had, that was some high tech, man. That's money right there, man. And then
because you're in New York, you better get some.
You think it's cheap to
New York slice?
You think
some Little Caesars.
You think it's cheap to build an inhibitor chip? He built 2 of them.
Yeah.
And I said he would need 3. I called it.
Listen, the only reason nobody's calling out Spider-Man or Peter Parker for getting Little Caesars is for everything that Little Caesars has done for us in this world. Okay, that's the only reason, because you have a right point. You're in New York and you're eating fucking Little Caesars, Spider-Man. But you know what? It's Little Caesars. They have done so much for our communities in real life. We thank you, Little Caesars, from the bottom of our hearts.
Little Caesars hold us down, and
Little Caesars fed me.
Exactly. So we're not going to judge Peter for that one. But you should be getting yourself a New York slice if you're.
Go to Joe's Pizza.
Yeah, 100.
Go get a job from Joe's Pizza,
or a
like
hot dog. We never saw him having a hot dog either, like a New York style hot dog.
Mm-hmm.
I think they show him getting like sandwiches at the bodega during one of the first 2.
Yeah.
So he does that. He does that at
He
least.
gets a Cuban.
Yeah, he gets a Cuban sandwich at the bodega.
Yeah, that's when he's playing the cat.
I seen that. So
he's gonna get churro, and bagel.
All right, so let's get official scores. I'll start it off. I think I'm giving Spider-Man Brand New Day officially a 9.0. I thought this movie was absolutely great. It's definitely up there for some of the Spider-Man movies.
I'm a little surprised from your theater reaction. You
it's not. I'm gonna get to it.
You wanted to cry. He was so sad.
No, I'm gonna get to it. Yeah, because I'll be 100% honest.
I thought he was gonna cry.
This took to a rewatch. Because I walked out of that, and this is gonna sound crazy to say, but I walked out of that theater not content. I didn't
go with them. I had an earlier showtime. We saw on the same day, but I was.
But again, this is my opinion. Like this doesn't reflect on them. I just wasn't off the first watch. I just wasn't content. After a week of sitting with it, talking to people, watching it again, my mind has changed. And even after the movie, I know Boyle's like, or based off your reaction after the theater, I thought you were going to go lower. Right after the theater, I told him, I was like, this is sitting at an 8.5. It only went up 0.5 for me.
I think it was an 8 because it was one up of mine, and I had it at a 9. I remember.
I mean, if you want to say that, but I'm pretty sure I put it at an 8.5. So even if it's 1 point, that's still 1 point less. Like I didn't say this movie was a 3. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. It's just when I first watched this movie, it was not what I wanted. You know, it wasn't what I was expecting for one specific reason. I'm so used to Marvel giving us the big end-all, be-all storylines. And this was exactly, and it's going to sound toxic, and like I said, it's my opinion. They finally gave us what we were asking for. A self-contained, street-level Spider-Man that wasn't dealing with all the shit that was happening around the world. It felt almost like an animated series episode. And when I first watched it, I just wasn't ready for Marvel to actually do it. You know what I mean? I was ready for this to be a grand spectacle. Like I told Boyo even after, I was expecting Jean to be the mediator between the bigger bad. And that just never came. Why? Because this whole movie was just to push forward the mutant saga that will happen, right after Secret Wars. Doom and Secret Wars are going to be self-contained to themselves, but what Spider-Man did in this movie, the introduction of our X-Men, which is something that I did want, and I got, is going to push the mutant saga forward. So seeing it now a second time, sitting it, talking with people, yeah, I think this movie is an 8.5. Like, this is a great Spider-Man movie. Is it beating some of my favorites, like Across the Spider-Verse or Spider-Man 2? No. But is it up there? Yeah, definitely. I definitely enjoyed it. What did you give it?
I gave it a 9 out of 10.
A 9?
Yeah. There's some things I could complain about, but I was still satisfied with what we got.
Yeah. How about you?
I gave it a 9.9 out of 10.
Yeah, you did say that.
9.9. Even with some writing inconsistencies that I will point out. I'm about to. We're like 5 minutes away from that.
Yeah.
And also because like this movie had some unreal expectations. Oh my god! Like people, I was scared that people were gonna overhype themselves and then come away disappointed. And maybe to an extent, Jesse did a little, but like this movie had some unreal expectations that were not only met but surpassed in some instances. And I mean, come on, man, you like I said, 9.9 out of 10. And we'll get to some of these writing inconsistencies.
You can go for it.
Okay. Let's start with the one that's the big one. We already talked a lot about his money or lack thereof.
That was one of my.
We still don't know. We still don't know.
Just nitpicking.
But okay, one thing I disliked was well, not Yelena herself. No one dislikes Yelena. No one. This guy right here said
the biggest fan.
I know. He said the water wasn't clear enough. I don't know, man. I don't know.
What was that fucking?
She said Disneyland. Yelena's bathwater is a drink at Avengers Campus. Please.
Giving us some chug jug.
Yeah, that's what it looked like from Fortnite. From Fortnite,
it looked like chug jug water.
She must have just got a big battle out there. Near the heel.
Okay, but like one thing that is definitely a writing inconsistency, but you overlook it because of how great the movie wasn't. But why Yelena tried to big time Spider-Man? What'd she say? No, this small potatoes. We look up and you look down. I'm like, lady.
She said she's big potatoes.
This man has been in outer space. Spider-Man fought Thanos on Titan. Spider-Man has been up there. You ain't been up there. How you gonna tell him he's small potatoes that you're looking at space and he's not? He's been there. Look, man, the Thunderbolt's biggest problem
was mental health.
The Thunderbolt's biggest problem, like Spider-Man's been there. All right, how you gonna tell him we worry about space? No. You're small potatoes. Your biggest problem is fucking no. It's Allegra Valentina De La Fontaine, whatever. Yeah. And her biggest problem is a dance floor. Okay, so like Elaine Seinfeld, Elaine Bender, shout out. So yeah, like I just thought that was an inconsistency because how she's gonna tell him Spider-Man's actually been there.
Yeah.
So yeah, her trying to small time him like, you ain't that's a writing inconsistency. And of course everyone's gonna overlook it because she's naked in some water. So of course you're not thinking straight. So you're not thinking straight when it happened, but writing inconsistency right there. That's just one of them.
I think maybe they just don't know that Spider-Man fought Thanos in Titan, because right after that they got the blip, and then it was 5
They
years
should know
after
because
that.
they only forgot Peter Parker.
Yeah, but still, like, I don't think the world knows like that the battle in Titan happened or whatever.
No, but Yelena would, because she would be disposed to what happened.
Maybe.
Like
Remember, Allegra's like the head of the CIA or something like that in Thunderbolts. Yeah. But like I said, to me, that's straight up writing inconsistency, and you only overlook it because of the spectacle. You get excited that you see Yelena, and it's like, they're interacting, but she was wrong for that. Spider-Man has been involved in bigger battles than her. Yeah.
But we also don't know what he's been doing in that montage. Those 4 years, he could have just.
We know what he's been doing. He got the key to the city, man. He got the key to the city for the lady that took over. Okay. Another writing inconsistency is that the lady that gave him the key to the city was Mayor Fisk's assistant. So we're led to believe that Spider-Man was there in New York the whole time. That Mayor Fisk was running amok and did nothing. He was just like, you know what, man? I'm printing my suit. I'm getting my Little Caesars pizza. So y'all deal with it. So that's a writing inconsistency.
We don't know how long he was in the cocoon. Maybe that could have happened his little habitat.
In the cocoon.
His little hibernation session. But yeah, that's true. It was Spider-Man during Daredevil.
Yeah. What else bothered me?
Go for it.
No, I was gonna say, I wouldn't call this so much a writing inconsistency, but let's keep it real. Bruce Banner could be teaching at a way better college, man. At a way more prestigious.
I don't doubt that.
College,
but
they just had him here.
That's what I was gonna say. Would you take the risk of potentially hulking out? Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, he's like the smartest. One of the smartest. What is he? I don't even. Is he a physicist or is that, I don't know what he is.
Oh, like the specialization.
Yeah, I don't know what his specialty is.
What's his specialization?
Science.
He's not a physicist. I know
that. Like a gamma ray.
Yeah, I would say it would have to do with gamma. So.
Yeah,
but what's it? Biology.
Yeah, okay, but I figured that they only had him at that college because it's supposed to be low level security so that it's easy for Peter to get access.
Yeah.
But like Bruce Banner could be teaching at like Yale or something.
Yeah.
He's not at East, wherever.
It made sense for me for him to be in New York, like a New York college, because New York's used to that shit. Like, oh, New York, we're gonna have Hulk Unleashed. It's cool. We'll take care of that. It's New York. It happens all the time. Would you get the new Avengers to deal with this big potato stuff?
Fucking big potato stuff.
Just wait till they caught Spider-Man.
Yeah.
What I didn't like was, because I loved all the Hulk scenes. You know, I don't think we got too little Hulk. I didn't like that once Hulk was fighting Peter, and he was like in his regular form, his like smart form.
Okay.
And then he was like Peter was having like trouble with him and stuff, and then like I feel like when he transformed into Savage Hulk, it was the same thing. Like, he didn't really get a power boost or nothing like.
Because I don't think it's a power boost. I think Savage Hulk is like Smart Hulk just will like punch you, and then once you're down, you're down. Whereas Savage Hulk, he'll just keep punching you even after like I think that's what it is. I don't think it's so much a difference in power, just a difference in how far one's willing to go or not. That's how I see it.
But in the comic books, there's a clear power scale, right?
For sure. Like when Hulk unleashes.
So it's something that you would have wanted to see. I mean, I'm glad that at least we got Big Hulk, because that's something that you and me both were talking about a lot. Was like we want him to get big, like not this half big, like not the stuff that we've seen recently in the movies. Like get him big, like original movie big, you know. And I feel like they kind of got there. They got pretty close. He got huge.
And another inconsistency actually that I was getting to my inconsistencies was kind of with that Hulk fight, because Spider-Man basically drops him with web and like building like debris.
He was like hanging
and like
pulling him down.
And but Hulk has been shown to handle like much heavier. So like inconsistency, just because it's like I get it, you got to bring Hulk down. So but like if you've been keeping up, you've seen Hulk do more. Like I don't think the weight of the web and that building debris is enough to do what it did to Hulk.
No, I for sure didn't. You could even see because Spider-Man went for that punch with the shocker gauntlet, right? When he was like, and he still caught his ass, and he was gonna like snap his head, but then he saw the reflection in his eyes. Yeah. And not only that, he saw his own reflection in like the mirror, and then he realized he's hurting people.
So like it's hurting a human. It's a movie. Just, like, so you have to beat Hulk, but that wasn't enough weight. So there, like I said, it's inconsistencies that in the grand scheme of things you don't really notice because the movie, the spectacle. Yeah. Here's the one that bothered me the most. I want to say bothered.
Well, before we move on, let me touch on this because it is something that I've seen online being talked about a lot, and that what you said, just the debris falling or pulling Hulk down wouldn't be enough to bring him down.
Yeah,
there is that slight theory, that like right before he fell, he looked at Peter in a different way, and that tags onto the theory, the 3-part theory that Hulk kind of remembers, MJ now kind of remembers, and Ned now kind of remembers. And I think that that's all for to tack on to Kevin's Feige explanation to the ending of being like, it's up right now. It's just up for the fans to see how they feel, But I thought, at least in that scene where he's being pulled down, it wasn't that he didn't have enough strength. I think that it tacks onto that where like he looked at him a little bit different right before falling, so there might have been a connection there. Maybe. Who knows? Maybe. Like it's all theories right now. I'm not very married to any of them, to be honest. I'm just gonna let Marvel tell me what happens when it happens. But it is something along those lines where I don't think it was something where like the weight was pulling him down. I think he noticed something and he just let go of it.
No, all right, maybe, but see, Marvel's been down for a while, so I'm not gonna give them that. Like, I'm like this. Like, this is the best Marvel movie since the last Spider-Man movie. No, come on, man. So you're telling me that everything between Spider-Man 3 and Spider-Man 4 has just been, to me, it's been down.
Yes. And
what was up? What was the
last year was up for me.
Oh, like Fantastic Four.
Here's the thing. You gotta also understand that they were
Guardians 3.
That they were dealing with a post fallout of Kang. It was a lot of scrambling.
Some real life stuff. Like I'll give you that.
So like maybe if that fallout wouldn't have happened, maybe the movies would have been good. Maybe the content that they would have put out would have been better. We don't know. It's all what if at this point.
I was still out on Kang anyways, man. Even if none of that real life stuff happened, man. You jobbed to Ant-Man in your first. You jobbed to Ant-Man, okay? Out of here with that, man. What do you?
Ant-Man is a hero, though.
What
What, are we not allowed to let Ant-Man beat anyone?
That's like
not Kang.
That's like, yeah,
he can.
that's like
He did. He beat.
Black Widow
He
in the
beat. He
Black
beat Sam
Widow
Wilson.
movie.
He beat Sam Wilson before he was
still
Captain
alive.
America.
He's still somewhere. He
Nah,
Loki.
man.
It wasn't like he ended him forever.
Now, what do you tell me?
Because they were clearly gonna bring it back.
So
That's a bad introduction.
you're gonna.
The first introduction
all right,
is an
But
anime
there's
movie and-
multiple.
All right, so
Kangs,
you're
not
gonna.
all of them
All
are
right,
Kangs.
so you're gonna
There's
tell
got
me.
to be a level 2
All right,
Kang out
hold on.
there.
Hold on. Let me put this. Let me spin this another
Half
way.
of them in that crowd look like idiots.
They were. Let me spin this another way. Let me spin this another way. If Mr. Iguana showed up on Monday Night Raw tomorrow night and pinned Roman Reigns, you're cool with that, man?
Depends.
Clean in the middle of the ring.
Is it for this AAA tournament that's going on right now? Because if yes, then yes.
Oh, I said, but it would happen on Raw though. See,
It's going to happen on Raw. The match,
the
match between Roman is going to be in Mexico on Raw for the belt. Like, yes, I would. It makes sense.
Not to me, man. If Mr. Iguana showed up on Monday, I'm a big fan, by the way.
Big fan.
Love Mr. Iguana. But if he showed, okay, and here's the thing. If that happened, first of all, I would be happy.
Mm.
But you're not going to expect me to look at Roman Reigns the same way afterwards either. I'd be happy for Mr. Iguana, and I would see Mr. Iguana in a whole different light, way better than I see him now. But you're not about to ask me to look at Roman Reigns the same, getting pinned clean in the middle of the ring by Mr. Iguana.
If they gave you a 10 out of 10 match and he won with a clean pin, you wouldn't be fucking happy?
I'd love it.
Exactly then.
But then you'd be asking me to look at Roman Reigns the same way.
Why would you look at Roman different? He just had a 10 out of 10, a 5-star match with Mr. Iguana.
Against Mr. Iguana.
Against Mr. Iguana. And Mr. Iguana wins clean in the middle of the ring.
But only because you guys are saying his name, Mr. Iguana, like that.
But
that's why you're bringing him down.
I'm not bringing him down. I love it. I told you
it's a Rey Mysterio. Somebody would appreciate.
The first time I saw him, I
Rey
texted you.
Mysterio took down some of the biggest motherfuckers in the 90s. You're not going to expect me to believe he could take down Roman Reigns? That's ridiculous.
Hang on. I'm going to make this man do it. I'm going to look for the screenshot. The first time I saw Mr. Iguana, I texted you and I said, this guy has to main event WrestleMania next year. We're gonna look for that screenshot, and you're gonna put it right up here.
Yeah.
So I'm not saying I'm not a Mr. Iguana fan. I love the guy,
but there's levels to this.
There's levels to it, and like if he just showed up and pinned Roman Reigns clean, and then you want me to still look at Roman Reigns a certain way after the fact, it's gonna be something. There's gonna be some lowering of status.
A coliseum full of Kangs. Not all of them can be fucking world-ending threats. There has to be
but the way
a couple of level 2 Kangs in there.
But the
not
way
the ones in the Coliseum, the level 2 ones.
The way that He Who Remains was scared of every last one of them. Remember, he's like, no, they're coming. He Who Remains at the end of Loki, season 1, he was scared of every last one of them. Yeah. Every last one of them was a problem to this man. So I'm going based off what Marvel set up for me. Marvel told me every last one of those dudes is a problem. That's what the end of season 1 of Loki told me. Mm-hmm. You want to change the story now, fine, but you're gonna get this. You're gonna get me looking at you side-eyed when Ant-Man, the guy who is
an Avenger, who saved us in Endgame. Who, if he did not escape and save us in Endgame, we would not have fixed the issue.
We would.
That was also just for plot of.
I didn't say
all that either, though.
After 5 years, a random rat is going to put in. And that's
look, man. All I'm saying is, if you're that confident in Ant-Man, when Doom shows up, then I want to see what he thinks of Ant-Man.
When Ant-Man should be the one getting squished like a not Thor.
Like Doom's gonna say the same thing about Ant-Man that I'm saying right now. Okay, that's all I'm saying. But yeah, like. Having it, and honestly, all jokes aside, I don't think it would have mattered who you gave that first loss to.
Yeah,
to Kang.
The big guy you're gonna hype up your next series. Your next
plain and simply, he just
losing?
lost. He just lost his first appearance. It didn't matter who it was to. It's just funny that it was Ant-Man because his movies,
of course.
His movies tend to be the more comedic sides of the MCU. So I mean, but no, just having Kang show up in the beginning and lose anyways. Yeah, you were screwed. And then even before then. Technically, Loki didn't beat him, but Loki stopped him from accomplishing what he wanted to do. So you either had him job into Loki or you had him job into Ant-Man off rip. What do you really want me to think of Kang?
I guess the way that I took it was, I mean, they showed us that there's a fuck ton of kings, right? I just thought like they're just gonna start, I just feel like it was one of those things where like, you give one to give one to Ant-Man, then you give one to whoever, Loki, you know,
That-
and we're going through them until we get to the one that's the most evil.
That would remind me too
that
much
was
of
going to be in the big movie.
That would remind me too much of all the Ultron.
No, I understand, but
bots
again,
and, like,
bots.
and you mostly take them out in one punch. You know, all the Ultron bots.
Look at the MCU and their game plan for each phase. It's almost cut and paste, just change characters. We're used to a structure in the MCU.
Yeah.
That's why I said I saw where it was going.
Yeah.
You know, like the cookie cut was already there, but then all the Jonathan Major shit and none of this. You know.
Speaking of cut and paste, let me bring it back to something about Spider-Man Brand New Day.
Mm-hmm.
Not a writing inconsistency, but a problem I had because of the general writing. This is the third time in the last 5, 6, 7 years? Because when was Thor: Love and Thunder?
2023.
Okay, this is the third time in the last 3 years, then not even 5, that a Marvel villain just needs a hug, and it's starting to grate a little. Christian Bale, the God Butcher, he just needed a hug.
Yeah.
Thunderbolts, Sentry.
Yeah.
He just needed a hug.
And that's something I told you after we watched Thunderbolts. I was like, I hope that this trope doesn't become a recurring.
And then Jean Grey. I will say this much: the Jean Grey was presented the best because it's literally a flashback that Peter had, and Jean Grey put herself in Peter's position. So we're led to believe that actually happened, whereas the Thunderbolts were just hugging him as a last ditch effort. So that, I like the way that Jean Grey's was presented the best.
Mm-hmm.
But this is now 3 times in under 5 years that this is how they solve it. And you know, sometimes the Punisher's gonna be right, and sometimes the only thing that's gonna work is that big 50 cal to the and speaking of, I know we've had this conversation long before any of this, but I've always wondered, is Spider-Man, Captain America, are they bulletproof? And
no,
he wasn't in this, but think of this though. Think of this. At the end of Infinity War, Captain America's trying to hold off Thanos, and Thanos has the Purple Stone, which is the Power Stone, and he punches him just point blank. Yeah. And you would think that a Thanos punch there is more than a bullet, and it didn't happen. So, like, I've been under the impression that a bullet wouldn't penetrate Captain America or Spider-Man, but it did here.
Yeah.
So I'm not gonna call it an inconsistency, but I'm gonna say I didn't think a bullet would penetrate Spider-Man.
They both got shot in Civil War comic. Captain America died in that one, and Punisher had to take his place. And...
Yeah, but in the MCU though, they never,
Spider-Man got hit by a train. That's not.
And he did. That's what I'm saying. So he's like they've already taken things that were more than a bullet and fine. So like. I don't know. I just thought
like a bullet's a little bit different, right?
Armor piercing.
We were faced in this movie with that situation. He got shot. He was dying. Jean Grey had to keep him alive, right?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
But that's a little bit different in the sense of like getting hit by a train. Mm-hmm. Whatever arachnid bullshit example they're gonna fucking give us for like, oh, they can survive that. That's what they're gonna go with. Oh, his superpower allows him to survive a strong hit, but of course, it's not gonna stop a bullet from.
Yeah, you can still get stabbed.
But if that's the case, then it really pisses me off. All those dudes who were shooting at Captain America, right at the shield, and I'm like, shoot at his knees. Mm-hmm. God damn it! Like everyone shoots right at the shield. Like it's Captain America.
Call me if I'm wrong on this,
but right there, right there, man.
Call me wrong on this, but Punisher also fucking chucked a grenade at Spider-Man, like while he was driving the car.
Actually. Punisher actually shot Daredevil point blank right in the head. He's just lucky that Daredevil had that super.
Well, I'm saying like within this movie,
but,
when he was trying to stop Frank from chasing the car, he point blank shoots him with the noob tube and doesn't fucking like. he just goes back, you know.
Yeah, so like
that was a t-shirt cannon or something. Yeah, I didn't expect it.
Punisher's just shelling out his t-shirts.
Like I said, I don't know because I don't think we've ever seen a bullet actually land in the MCU up until this point. You correct me if I'm wrong.
Quicksilver, you got a shot.
Yep, you're right, Quicksilver. But Quicksilver I thought was kind of weak because he's just quick, but
he's just putting those super strength.
Yeah, so like, but I genuinely before this movie I didn't think a bullet would pierce Spider-Man. So maybe just because Punisher had the 50 cal Man, like a 22 probably wouldn't pierce Spider-Man. I don't think a 22 would.
And that thing moved him like a foot forward. You saw his feet sliding.
No, and then
I think
also like Jean Grey had a citywide mannequin challenge going, but she couldn't stop the one. She couldn't stop that bullet.
Bro, that bullet
She couldn't
just
stop
stopped that thing.
Yeah, but so like to me though, I thought Spider-Man was bulletproof,
Nice.
and to an extent, I mean, Doctor Doom better be bulletproof. It's metal.
The armor's bulletproof.
Yeah, okay, fine, but so
Take it off. He's still a man.
Yeah, so that was a bit surprising to see that the bullet actually like got him. Bullet.
Yeah, but nah, he's bulletproof. Captain America. I mean, he's not bulletproof. Neither is Captain America. They're just super strong, I guess.
Yeah, and they can avoid the bullets, then I guess. But like, so some of the stuff they take is more than a bullet, and they've taken it, and that's all. So if you want to file it, I'm not exactly gonna file it under writing inconsistencies, but I will say that watching Spider-Man get shot answered something for me in the MCU. That you can just you can now didn't work on Hulk. Punisher shot Hulk up.
Yeah.
Since we brought him up, my one true gripe with this movie is the Disneyfication of Punisher. Like, I understand why we did it, right?
He was really funny in this one. He's not.
Like,
he's not funny.
he's not, and that's something that I had to explain to my girlfriend because she walked out of this movie
You're a
on
funny
her
guy.
rewatch. She was like, I like Punisher now, and I'm like,
Hey man,
it's not the same. Like, it's not. This is very different.
Get that clip of J-Lo going, "You're a funny guy." Right? You're a funny guy. Nah, Punisher's not a funny guy, and he was here. So like,
and I get it, right? Like, you have to change it up. This is a Spider-Man movie. This is more of a family movie than it is the other Marvel movies. His specific
where he
his
comes
projects,
from. Where he comes from.
So like, I understand what this is for. This was for people to get into Punisher. Even if they go back now and they see what Punisher really is, there's a small chance that they stick around.
But Punisher's throwing hands with women in the bathroom. He's punching women in the bathroom. People are about to get hella. I hope nobody went home and put Punisher on for their kids, man.
Before this, all they had to reference was the violence. Yeah. Now they have to reference Spider-Man. Now they can go back and be like, "Oh, do I kind of like this character?" And it'll be half and half. Half the people stick around. Half of them are going to be like, "No, I just like the comedic value that he brought in Spider-Man." But that's honestly my only true gripe with this movie is that the Disneyfication of Punisher.
Punisher still had the best. I always think Punisher has the best lines. He had the best dialogue in Daredevil Born Again Season 2. He has the best dialogue. I think even in there, but wherever Punisher shows up, I think he has the best lines, and I think he had the best line in this too. A lot of great lines I know, but
when he's saying that this is a sentence to him,
like when Peter and MJ are at his boat or whatever, and he goes, "Think this is a choice?" I want he still has the best like line. Like, no man, some stuff just needs to be put down. Like Punisher still always drops he's always dropping jewels, man. Yeah. Punisher's always like
his best line was, "Y'all like chili?"
Nah, his best line was the grunt with the mask on.
No, yeah. Hang on, man. No one is up there. Why? He just needs to make noise. Like, no one's up there. No one is up there. Who's he making? Yeah, who's he making those noises for? No one's up there. They're just seeing him yet.
I hope he keeps his grunting to a minimum and exactly. Yelling all over the screen.
I thought it was doing like a crappy like monkey. Yeah, he said things. He's like, or like maybe he was trying to imitate the Hulk because he's somebody like,
oh maybe,
yeah, but like he I get it, it's for the laughs, but when you really think about it, there was no reason to make any noises. You could have just been up there waving. But he's like, yeah, I got a plan for when you want to get out of here. Like, you think the nurses saw Peter Parker's face?
No, they explained that
so that they had to cut up your suit, but I took care of you.
Yeah, but not only that, I read online
because the bullet was back here, so you don't really got to mess with it.
It wasn't shown, but I guess the way that they're kind of explaining it in interviews or something is that like there's a nurse.
Rosario Dawson.
There you go. Rosario Dawson said that she filmed a scene.
That's right.
She did, and got him out. Yeah. But they cut that scene, so like that technically would have been explained. It just wasn't inserted into film, and hopefully we get that.
Yeah, I don't think that works because you need a team of people to help you get that bullet out.
But not just that, but to my knowledge, Rosario Dawson's character wasn't gainfully employed at any hospital last time we saw her. But I could be wrong. But
she came out in every other Netflix shows.
Yeah, but the last time I remember seeing her, I don't think she was working at a hospital at that time. Well, Luke Cage, I think. Okay, But yeah, if they filmed that and didn't show it, fine. But I'm under the impression that nurses probably like saw his face. But it was just like when, not to bring up DC, but it was just like when Lex Luthor put himself in Flash's body. Oh, I'm gonna see who it is, and
who are you?
I have no idea who this is.
I think a good explanation Marvel could use is like Jean Grey, since she was helping him keep him alive with the breathing. She could also like the doctors that would
make him forget.
She could like make them see like another face.
Oh no, but she makes them forget too.
She can make them forget too,
because no one remembers what they did when they're being controlled by Jean Grey.
She can make them forget what the face looks like.
Who's a hypocrite, by the way, because she hates that people want to force her and her sister to do stuff against her will, but the only way she gets things done, look, I get it, hypocrite, but she's a hypocrite, and she needs to be called out on it.
She's a murderer.
The guy at the car?
The guy at the car, all the DOD fucking agents that shot each other because of her. A few people are.
Yeah, some people.
Even Spider-Man said, like, if you knew what you were doing, you would know this is irreparable. Whatever. You can't come back.
I mean, you brought it up right after we watched the movie. The first thing you told me the first thing you told me is like, that guy that got hit by the taxi is dead. He's dead.
Nah, he could just be paralyzed.
I was like, how do you feel about Jean Grey being a murderer?
And okay, so like, but the whole Jean Grey stuff though, and what do you guys think of the VMAX?
Oh, that was a good. I thought
it was a good reveal because, like, you always expect it, right?
Because not everything has to be. Not everything has to be
for it to be something giant, you know, and it just wasn't.
Yeah.
It was her realizing that that's the last thing her sister saw. Mm-hmm. Her sister saw, my bad, I don't know.
Yes.
I like that part, and then that's when she awakened her powers fully in her brain. You see her brain cells like explode and shit. Yeah. All the power in her brain. That was cool.
All the symbols in the back.
Well, it's because of all the shit. It was all those events leading up to it. But yeah, they kept like shooting the signals into her brain.
Yeah. That shit was crazy.
I think they just brute forced it. Like all those signals they were shooting, think of it kind of like a wall, and they were playing the signal, and then the signals finally just broke the wall, and all of a sudden, I'm telling you, citywide mannequin challenge, like damn, like that was sick, man. Like that, like you want to talk about displays of power?
No,
that was a display of power.
But I mean, again, she's one of the strongest X-Men, right? Like you kind of have to establish that
her powers went VMAX.
Pokemon reference.
Yes.
Charles did something like that in the Logan movie. Remember when they were in the hotel and all the agents were killing him? We're gonna go and kill them, and he froze everybody in place.
Did he do that? I don't remember that. I remember X-Men First Class when they're in the back of the truck and they're gonna search it, and he makes them not see any. Yeah, he makes them not see anything.
That's like I think like.
But see, when he did that, he was struggling. He's like, wait, and then Professor Xavier did some cool stuff, but it was a struggle. Yeah. Compare that to what Jean Grey did here, effortlessly even.
But because it was an outburst of power.
Yeah,
it was like unlocking like a tear.
It was like a spike. Yeah, it was a spike, but she didn't struggle with it. She didn't struggle with what she was doing.
No, and it's only gonna get crazier because
they even said it that she was stronger than her sister. The guys said it.
Well, yeah, when they were kids, the sister was the stronger one, but now she's the stronger.
Is she considered, or would you say Storm considered the strongest X-Men?
I would say they're both Omega levels. So both like it's like the strongest. I would say Jean.
Right? That's what I always thought. That's what I always say. Jean is like
in the comics and animated series. I've always thought Professor X was the strongest X-Men. He just doesn't do heinous stuff.
No, he does some slimy
stuff.
He does slimy stuff, and then he makes himself forget it.
Hang on.
He's like the sheep detective.
He made Magneto relive the Holocaust to just so he does some heinous. You're right. But not often.
That
whereas
crazy
he did. He made Magneto relive the Holocaust in his mind to like stop him. So he does.
He was attracted to Jean Grey when he first joined the school, and then he made himself forget that.
Yeah. So he does do some heinous stuff too, but it's always like with a heavy hand or whatever.
Yeah.
Whereas when Jean Grey loses all control as Phoenix, then all right, fine. Yeah. But I've always thought Professor Xavier's the strongest X-Men. He just puts himself in check. So he just puts himself in check. I don't know what's gonna happen here in the MCU, but yeah, so far Jean Grey.
But then again, he does need that Cerebro shit.
No, I think Cerebro just helps him to channel.
Just elevates his power more.
Because when you saw Jean Grey put on Cerebro, it like blasted her. Like it totally messed her up.
She was like,
yeah, she looked like Odysseus on the boat listening to the siren song.
No. Even recently, I've been rewatching the X-Men animated series, and you saying like he does some heinous shit.
Yeah.
I'm like, bro, in episode 4, he unleashes 5 nukes just for the hell of it. It's like,
Did he do that?
he
Okay,
does crazy shit. Like, he goes out. It's what the third episode. Enter Magneto. He goes out to break Beast, and Beast is like, "Nah, I'm gonna wait."
Oh yeah, no, yeah.
And
Beast
he's
is
all like,
in jail, and he's
like, "Are you dumb?"
Beast is having the best time. He's got his books. He's like, as long as I have my books, they'll never imprison me. I remember that.
Nah, and then the next episode, he unleashes 5 nukes. No, that motherfucker was on there for sure.
See, so I'm saying, like, I think Professor X is the most powerful mutant. We'll get there.
I mean, I guess in a sense, do we count Wanda in there? Because Wanda snapped everyone out. So
It's the thing. Which Wanda are we talking about? Because MCU Wanda is the result of a science experiment, and
that was just because they couldn't use
mutants.
Fine.
Yeah, I feel like we're
I've always thought it was weird that in the MCU Wanda starts off as a Strucker experiment.
She's like,
but then when Agatha all along comes around, then you get into all that
with
legit witchcraft stuff, and I'm like, but that's not how Wanda started. Not here at least, and it's like, see,
I think it's adjustment.
See, inconsistent writing. See, we notice it. Don't be fooled. Okay, you can still like it. We still like it. But I'm gonna point out inconsistent writing when I see it and be like, hey, right there.
And we know that these movies can't be one-for-one shots of the comic, and we can't incorporate everything that we've seen, on the pages. But like, we can get pretty close, and we can mix storylines to get to the end goal that we want.
Wanda better never not pop out as no witchcraft expert though, because that's not she started.
I mean, you kind of
magic. She uses
you could kind of you could give it to her because she did have that time to study the book for
the Darkhold.
Yeah, the Darkhold.
Or I'll just say that when she beat Agatha, she also got all her memories, so she could be a witchcraft expert. But you're not gonna make me forget that she started as a science experiment, okay? That's all I'm saying. That's all I'm saying on Wanda. But
all right, Boyo, do you have any gripes left with this movie before we move on to favorite moments?
Yeah, sure. I'm sure there's a few. Let's see, what's a big one?
What's a big one?
What was your least favorite scene? How about that? Your least favorite scene? Yeah, least favorite scene. And
probably the swinging back.
Wait, which time?
Swinging back with MJ.
Oh, the time he was crying, or the time? Or the time?
Probably right after the party, actually. Like right after he sees. Right after
that's the one in the rain.
In the rain, yeah. When he's about to
not the aggressive one.
He's about to just fall to the ground, bro. Yeah, that's gonna like. I feel you, brother. I feel you.
It's not like he didn't have options. That blonde chick in his apartment building liked him. Remember?
And he moved straight to the attic.
Hey man, you gotta keep yourself focused, man.
She said we live on the same floor. He said I'm out.
Yeah.
And then he stole her clothes. Like
Hey, wait, but she was also in the elevator with some other guys. So she was kind of doing some shit. She was trifling, just for the streets. Just trifling there, man. But
do y'all think that that's our Gwen Stacy? You think that there's a chance?
No. Maybe our Black Cat, potentially. But
Alicia Hardy, she did.
Maybe.
She's kind of rich though. Why would she be in that bummy apartment with Peter Parker?
She's young.
Unless she's not using daddy's money no more.
Well, no. She could be rich, but decide to live on her own. Dad just pays the bills. Dad doesn't know where he's paying for. If it is, but I don't think we're there.
She could be in that rundown apartment to get at daddy.
Yeah, I don't think we're there. I just think that was funny. Like she tried to make a pass at Peter and Peter backed out.
Yeah. One of the gripes I do have is Tom Holland has yet to get one of his villains, like from the comic.
Like an official villain.
An official villain for Tom Holland.
Because we got a couple in this.
I mean,
right at the beginning we got
Tombstone, Boomerang, Tarantula.
Yeah, but they kind of just that was like a montage.
I mean, like a main villain for the movie.
You wouldn't think Scorpion? Yeah. Oh, like the
Shocker.
One.
Yeah, like we had Shocker in the montage. Not Tombstone. Really. The Hand. I mean,
like Vulture. I'm not calling Vulture and Mysterio because their backstories were. I'm trying to get at Tony Stark.
Oh, okay. So you're saying you need someone to have a problem with Spider-Man specifically.
No Way Home, they were all Toby and Andrew's villains.
I mean,
What was Jean Grey.
All right. What if MJ's current boyfriend ends up becoming Venom? You happy then?
Is that what you wanted? No, you wanted.
I thought it was gonna be Paul.
You thought it was Paul, right?
Yeah, Paul. I would rather want Scorpion to be Venom, since Scorpion is like they have like. Been leading up to Scorpion, he came out in the first Spider-Man movie.
Yeah, well, Spider-Man. Scorpion's been the one the most, I guess. Yeah, so
but he's rarely come out. We saw him 5 minutes in this one, and half of the time it was Jean Grey.
Jean Grey controlling him.
So I would like to see Scorpion as Venom. If we're getting a Venom, Scorpion would be cool. Okay. It happens in the comics, so they could
I was about to ask, does that happen in the comics?
Yeah.
I want Mary Jane's boyfriend to become a villain because Spider-Man's about to screw him over, but not yet. It hasn't happened yet, but he's not letting it go, man.
I just want Peter to have an excuse to kill him. Anything to get rid of that man.
All right, what about you, Jesse? Least favorite scene?
I guess my least favorite scene, it's only because it's like the most talked about thing right now, is the handshake at the end. I don't like that it's like too open-ended and like people keep talking about like, did it happen, did it not happen, did he remember him, did he not remember him? Like I didn't like that. I know, I understand that. I just didn't like it. I felt like that didn't need to be included. That's just me though. Wasn't a huge fan of it.
You were okay. So Ned hater. That's
do you want Ned to remember? Or do you not want them to remember? What do you think?
Okay, so personally, I don't think they remembered. I think that Peter will rekindle their friendships. Like he did back in the day, or new friendships. Yeah. But he'll tell them like about the stuff that they remember. But I don't think I personally I don't think that they remember.
I think Ned has a better chance at remembering than MJ, just because in No Way Home it was proven that Ned can do magic.
Yeah.
Ned was opening portals.
He was opening the steaming to other universes.
Yeah, so Ned can do magic. So between MJ and Ned, I think Ned has the better chance to legitimately remember. I don't think it's gonna happen, but Ned has.
I've never heard that one, so that's interesting.
But Ned has been proven to have magic though.
Yeah.
Remember,
so, like in No Way Home when they did it, and then the little spark.
Yeah. So like, I don't know if he will, but he has the better chance. Let's see. Least
with that reaction that he got at that, I think he did. And I think Mary Jane is slowly remembering too. Like, why else would she go back to the roof of their high school and hug the necklace that Peter gave her and
the Black Dolly necklace? Yeah.
Because they still have phantom memories. Those the events that they went through didn't not happen. It's just Peter wasn't there. Just the way that you feel a phantom limb when you don't have it, you can have phantom memories when you forget something. That's deja vu almost. When anyone describes it, is remembering something that happened that that you can't remember quite well. So that's why I personally just think that they don't. What they're doing is that they're having those little nods of like something did happen, I just can't pinpoint.
Yeah, like a phantom limb or the phantom pain even. Konami did Kojima dirty. Never forget.
Anytime to get that in.
Anytime. He knows me.
Why do you guys think that she was crying when Jean Grey froze everybody? That was kind of weird that she was the only one that was crying. Like a tear came out of her.
Wasn't Ned drooling? Like I just thought it was like.
I just think it's what they were. I just think it's what they were already doing.
And it's like that because it wasn't just like a stop. It was like a vibrating.
Remember what they were all doing leading up to when Spider-Man left to go do that was, she had just had like the most intense 2 days, and then having to have that fight with Peter Parker on the boat.
Yeah, I don't love you.
Damn, bro, that hit harder than anything the Hulk had just done to him. Like I think if you ask Peter if he would rather get punched by the Hulk again or have to stand in front of Mary Jane for that again,
for sure,
or not even Mary Jane, Michelle Jones. I keep forgetting it's Michelle Jones. But if you ask Peter if he would rather take that Hulk punch again or stand in front of Michelle Jones for that again, I think he'd go with the Hulk punch. That's for sure, bro.
That's your wife.
I felt. I mean, I was sitting in the theater uncomfortable. I was like, damn, man, bring the Hulk back. Bring the Hulk back out. Damn, like this is painful. This hurts.
What about you? What was your least favorite movie from this?
Our least favorite scene. I mean, well, the easy cop out is the post credit scene. That's the easy cop out. But no.
I actually enjoyed the post credit scene.
If I'm gonna go with least favorite scene, I'm probably gonna go with the scene with the detective where Spider-Man almost, which is like, you almost killed a cop.
Oh yeah.
Like,
okay.
I don't know. It didn't do it for me. Like, you're gonna pretend like you didn't see Spider-Man just trying to help, but then you want to be on him like, you just killed a cop. It's like, look, man, he almost killed that one cop to save like a dozen other people from. But I get it. You have to create the movie, right? Yeah. But like.
I'm pretty sure Spider-Man's usually more careful with that kind of stuff.
Yeah,
she's probably not used to.
Yeah, but then she was like, "You need to get it under control, man." Like,
but she at that point,
he's
she
not
had
Peter or something.
No.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't like that.
Yeah, no, that's just to say too, because it's like, man, just everything just piling. It was just piling it on. Now he's not even properly helping the cops. Like, to me, it was just, piling it on. So
well, I think she like lashed out at him in that
Yeah.
instant because like at this point she had already been telling him like, bro, you're slipping slowly.
Yeah.
You can't really notice it, but we're seeing it. You're slipping, and it's only getting worse. Like
She's
you
like-
got to take a break. And he was like, no.
she's like, I can't protect you as a lady. He don't need you. Spider-Man. But like, she was cool though. I liked her. She's
Gina Wolf,
she's
she's the
good.
cop in the comics too. So she works
She-
a lot with Spider-Man.
she's got Spider-Man's cell phone number. She's cool enough. She's cool enough.
In the comics, she dies, so she might die in the next movie.
Don't
Damn,
put that on me. She's got 2 kids, man.
I know,
She's got 2 kids.
and none of
She's
them
got
are
2
Miles.
kids.
None of them are Miles. All right, boys. Before we head out for the day, I just want to get your last favorite moment from the movie. I'll give mine. I think the prison scene where he's fighting the hand and he's just spiraling down. I thought that scene was
man.
fucking sick as shit.
That's my scene, man.
I do wish that they would have done a lot more with the hand, but I understand where this is coming from. Like I said, it did play out a lot more like a TV show, so I was happy with that scene. I enjoyed that scene. What about you?
That was
the scene.
no, that was, I mean,
Was that
because
your scene?
well, think about it. He's got the
I like that
inhibitor
scene,
in.
though, yeah.
He's got the inhibitor. Because to me, what it looks like? He takes off the inhibitor. Who are you, Peter Parker or Spider-Man? He's like, I'm both in his eyes later.
Yeah, so, yeah.
It's like he's going Super Saiyan. He takes off the
Yeah.
inhibitor, eyes transform. Like the only thing that didn't happen was his hair turning blonde and spiking up. And then he bust out that ultimate move, just like torpedo, like. But yes, that was my favorite scene. That right there was it, man. The way his eyes just filled up, and he's like, I'm both. And you just see it like that was right there. Peak, man. That was a shot right there. So yeah, that was my favorite scene, man. So me and Jesse got the same one. I'm curious now.
I don't know, I love the whole movie.
but
We're not even bashing it.
But that's the thing. Like I said, like we can be critical of these movies and still enjoy them. Like
I'm being critical of it just as a movie, not as a
like not only are
It's out of love, though.
yeah, we're lifelong fans of the properties. We love this kind of form of entertainment. So yeah, we're critical when we love this kind of stuff, but we still enjoy it. We're still going out. We're still supporting it.
Yeah, I would say one of my favorite scenes would probably be the one you mentioned earlier with Punisher when he was telling him that like if he still had his loved ones.
Oh yeah. Like you think this is a choice?
Yeah.
One of the
This is a
Punisher.
sentence to me. This is a life sentence. That one's cool.
Punisher always has the best dialogue. When I'm telling y'all, that's it.
But I am a big Hulk fan, so I would say
the
Hulk scenes.
Punisher better stay on that boat when Doom comes up. But he always has the best. Like maybe Punisher could be on the radio when Doom shows up. But I think Punisher should be steered so clear of Doom. Like,
maybe he becomes Cosmic Ghost Rider like in the comics. Frank Castle.
Might be. All right, then, boys. Well, that does it for this week. Thank you for watching the episode. We will catch you next week. Make sure you follow us on all social platforms, including Facebook and Threads now. Until then, we'll see you next week. Peace.